Welcome to Learning Plan 6. There's a lot of good information in this about confidentiality. It also talks about some really deep issues such as ethical and legal issues. You're going to read Chapter 6 in your textbook. Once again, they give you 2 hours estimate. There's a lot of information here. Read your Chapter 6 PowerPoint. Definitely review key terms. You're really expected to know these in the field. Read chapters 13 to 15 and Lying on the Couch. And it makes it look like you're watching one thing, but you're actually watching 3 tiny videos. The Heinz Dilemma, Confidentiality, and also Confidentiality Matters. Once again, you're going to post on the discussion board as well as post your responses to the case studies. Okay, what are you going to learn in this chapter? A lot of things. You need to know the difference between confidentiality, privacy, and privileged communication. They sound like the same, they're very different, and you need to know this in the field. You need to know the limitations of confidentiality. You definitely need to understand privacy issues with telecommunications devices. Does your agency let you email privileged client information? Should you be doing so under whatever license you're practicing under? Those are sorts of questions that you're going to have to answer for yourself. And there's some gray area in there, depending on what state you're practicing in, your agency you're practicing in, the license you're practicing under. There's just so many questions. And the more you know, and the more people you know who to ask, the easier it'll be for you. You need to understand landmark court cases and implications for practice. Please, please, please pay attention to the Tarasoff case. And that's about duty to warn. You need to keep your client's confidentiality, but what if that client says, I'm going to go harm someone? And you think to yourself, I should keep that confidentiality no matter what. Well, you'd be wrong. That's duty to warn. So if you look at that case, there's been all sorts of legislation due to that. Therapists are now aware of their responsibility to potential victims. And if you, like I, have worked with homicidal clients or clients with a history of harming others in many ways, and you will, you are very aware of the duty to warn. And I've had to do that a few times in my practice. It is nerve-wracking, and it's very important that you know what to do. So you need to understand ethical and legal duties pertaining to suicide and how to help someone who's having suicidal behaviors. You definitely need to understand the duty to protect children, dependent adults, and the elderly from harm. And you need to understand confidentiality issues in HIV and AIDS counseling. There are many, many gray areas within this, and I think we're going to have some really strong opinions in the discussion boards. So please be respectful, but I do look forward to a very interesting and interesting discussion board. It was the last semester. Once again, if you have any questions about this, please contact me via email. We can set up Skype also or through phone. Take care.